Hello and welcome to Golden Wings Angel Card Readings. Today I'd like to continue with the Earth signs, doing the life purpose and career readings for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And these will be for July and August 2017. I'll be using a few different decks here. One of the decks is the Archangel Power Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. Angel Tarot by the same two people. I'll be pulling a single card from the Life Purpose Oracle card deck by Doreen Virtue. And then I've also added Healing with the Fairies to get some messages from the fairies, and I'll pull a card from that as well. So I've already meditated, I've already asked my guides for their assistance for our reading, and I've already shuffled the cards simply to save time on air so that we can get straight to your reading and straight to the interpretation. So again, this is Virgo, Life Purpose and Career, July and August 2017. So on our first deck, which is the Power Tarot, the three cards we have are 8 of Raphael, in the middle, Ace of Michael, and on the right of the World. Nice major arcana card energies. For the next deck, we have King of Water on the left, on the bottom row. In the middle, we have 8 of Water on the bottom row, and Page of Fire. Okay. For the energies on the bottom of the deck, base energies of our reading, we have Queen of Michael as one powerful energy. And we have, oh, look at this, 10 of Earth. 10 of Earth. Just a beautiful card. Wish fulfilled. It's a nice way to start off a reading. Okay, so the first thing I'm looking at here, and let me just hold these rows so you can see how they look to me. So we have 8 of Raphael, and we have the Ace of Michael in the middle, and then the World. And then underneath these, we have King of Water, 8 of Water in the middle, and coming into our most future placement is Page of Fire. And as I was starting to say, the first thing that really pops out here is the 8 of Raphael and the 8 of Water, which of course are the same card in two different decks, in two different placements, and they refer to the 8 of Cups. And you know, when you see this card, it's a card that you finally decided that there's something better out there for you. It's a discontent card, but it's not a discontent that the world has thrown on you. It's not where you find yourself in outside circumstances that the world has just done something that you don't like. This is something where your innermost feelings, this is you. This is you turning your back, walking away, and as you can tell, she's walking towards something better. She's walking towards something better. And this person here is leaving these cups behind and heading up towards, you know, divine light. Again, leaving something that's really not, it's just not bringing you any emotional comfort or joy anymore. And it's your choice, not an external force that does this. It's your choice at this point to turn and walk away. So on our top row, we have this with the energies that are just passing out. You know, just passing out, okay? But if you thought this energy was going to go away, maybe you thought to yourself, oh, maybe it was just a phase. I'm feeling better now. You know, I'm sure that I'll shake out of it. This card, same card, is in the present position, just coming into play. So basically, these two eights are very important because it's showing that in your work, in your life purpose, because this is career and life purpose, that even though you have something set up that's there, I mean, there's cups standing, she's turning and walking away from things that are already, created. So even though you have something there, it's not fulfilling for you anymore. It's not doing it for you anymore. Whatever career you're in, whatever venture you have, the energies that are coming to you are saying it's time to move on, okay? And so you might think to yourself, well, I don't know how to make that happen. Well, that's why we do these readings. The energy just coming into play is the Ace of Michael, okay, for present. And the Ace of Michael is a whole bunch of new energy, new thoughts, new ideas. Either one big idea or a new idea or new direction. The only thing about this card is it comes with a little bit of a challenge that you shouldn't really, if you hit some bumps in the road or a few challenges, don't let that take you off, because this card is definitely saying that these ideas are good ideas. They're worth following. They're worth fleshing out, even if you have a little bit of a bumpy start. Okay? Down below here, we have the King of Water. The text on the King of Water reads, trustworthy, compassionate, respected, cultured. Open your heart and mind to those around you. Trustworthy and heartfelt advice and charity work. And sitting on top of that, is this Eight of Cups we were talking about. So this could be a mentor or your boss. This could be somebody that's given you some advice. This could be your own counsel that really, after looking at the creativity side of things and looking at what your heart's desire is, the counsel is basically, you're going to have to turn and walk away from this because it's not fulfilling for you anymore. Okay? That's what those two cards are showing me. You have these two cards here, which I think are interesting because this is in the present moment, right? And as you can see, we have the Ace of Michael, which is this great idea coming into play, or ideas of sorts, and it is sitting straight above this Eight of Water. And my guess would be that as soon as you finally turn away and admit to yourself, this is not going away. This feeling is not going to go away for me. I don't enjoy where I'm working, or I don't enjoy the business I own. It doesn't matter if it's financially, it could be the best business ever. It could be, something where you think, oh my gosh, this supports my family. What would I do if I did anything else? All of these things. This card is saying your heart's not in it anymore. And that's given rise to this, sitting above it, which is a great new burst of mental creativity, even if there's a couple bumps in the road. Okay? And really coming into play here, so exciting for you, is the Page of Fire. Now, this is a new opportunity coming to you. We had this in one of the other readings that I've just completed on the fire signs. Right here, you can see there is all of this energy percolating right here. It's an active energy sign. This can either be a message usually coming to you, a new endeavor, a new job offer, a new person. Usually it's a younger person. It could be just the energies, news of an exciting new endeavor. Okay? Use your originality and your integrity. Okay? So that means that as soon as you let go of this, and this might be hard. Some of you might be anchored in a serious job you've had for a long time, or a business that you've owned, and it's very difficult to turn around and say to yourself, the money doesn't matter. Nothing else matters. I'm miserable and my heart's not in it. But as soon as you let go of that, right? As soon as you let go of it, this is in the top row and the bottom row, new ideas popping up and a new endeavor on its way. A new message of a whole new thing coming your way. And if that wasn't good enough to tell you that it's time to move it along, here's your Major Arcana card saying that it's time for an ending. It's a happy ending. You don't feel bad about it. This is something that's been coming about for a while for most of you, I would imagine. This card doesn't speak to like a surprise. This card is a culmination of years of, maybe not years, months of you feeling a certain way and then coming to a conclusion. And it's not an unhappy card. It has to come to a conclusion. If it doesn't come to a conclusion, then these new things can't be born. And you want these new things to be born because you're already screaming out that whatever you have currently, whatever you're dealing with currently, is unhappy for you. It's hollow. It's emotionally empty. Okay? And that's a sad thing. Nobody should want you to stay in that situation. If you find yourself in a situation where you've had all these years of things, nobody should expect you to stay there. This is really important. Owning who you are when it's time to move on is such an important thing in life. It's so very easy to have every excuse possible to not grow and learn, okay? Another thing that's interesting is, this card is talking about spiritual growth. This card is talking about spiritual growth. And so is our other cards here with our ideas. So to me, when I look at this, whatever you've been doing, whatever job you've had, whatever life purpose you feel you've been on, is not doing it. It's not cutting it anymore. Because you know that there's something more for you in here. Spiritually, you know that the divine plan for you and for your life purpose is not going to be fulfilled if you stay where you're at. And I need you to know it's okay. It's okay to accept this. It's your choice. Obviously, there's free will. You can fight against it. You cannot have this ending. But this is saying that if you just admit it, there's something right around the corner. I mean, look at this. The universe is saying, if you just admit it, we'll take care of you. We've got your back. We've got you taken care of. Don't be afraid. Make a clear, conscious choice for change. It'll be okay. Underneath the cards here is just one of my favorite cards. It's 10 of Earth, yeah? And this card is just wishes fulfilled, a very happy family life, financial security, finding magic in the little things in life. I mean, what a lovely card. And I think what this is saying, a lot of people, if their family is dependent upon them and you're in this situation, let's say you're the breadwinner, or let's say you're a single mother, and you have to admit to yourself that what you've got going on isn't fulfilling anymore. And you're scared. You're scared to end that and start something different. This card is saying that your family life, your family's behind you, okay? This is saying that you've got a secure and stable support system in your family and your family life, which is extremely important if you're going to try to really venture out and do something different when it's hard to do. Underneath here we have the Queen of Michael energy. This is a person, if it's not you, if it's a counsel or somebody that comes into your life to give you some wise counsel, this is a person that's all about career. This person is not about family. This person is not about anything else. This person is cool, calm, and collected, and the advice that they will give you will be great career advice, right? They're interested, and maybe this is you now. Maybe this is a shift in your energy saying that, you were doing all these things for other people, and now it is time for you to focus on yourself and your career. So this card is an energy of yes. Okay? Yes, whether it's you bringing that energy to yourself or someone else bringing that energy in, the text reads, you know exactly what to do. The benefit of experience, a time for your career rather than relationships, which it looks like you can go ahead and do. This is a 10, and so yes, it's the end of a cycle and it's a pinnacle of a cycle, but it's also saying, you've got this pinnacle right here, you've got this structure, you've got this, I'm going to try to say solidity, which is not a word. You've got this solid background to deal with your family. So it's time to focus on your career, right? And that's okay. We're looking for, sometimes we need permission, don't we? We need permission from ourselves, which we're going to get, because these two cards here is, we're finally deciding to give ourselves permission to walk away, okay? And then these cards here are saying, once you do that, there's so many good things waiting for you. And this card is saying you have the foundation to happy family life, happy home. You have this foundation. So let's go ahead and really work on this career and life purpose. Let's get this thing going, right? And this king here is saying, let's get creative. Let's get thinking about it. Let's get moving. Let's not use any excuses. Let's not have anything get in the way. Okay, so I've pulled a card from the Life Purpose deck, and interestingly enough, I pulled the Flowers card. And it says, working with flowers opens your hearts and brings blessings to others through your life purpose. This could be a card where you actually decide gardening, landscaping, florist shop, you actually decide to go into something like that. Or it could be that whether you realize it or not, if you're not focused on it, the outdoors, I know it says flowers, but for some of you this could be trees outside. If you're not really that attracted to flowers, plant life. It's basically saying that if you're not looking at this as something that helps you heal and get through your days and ground you, you should take a look at it, because it's saying that it's really healing for you. It's a healing energy for you, excuse me, and you should use it. If you're not already using it, you have nothing to lose by, picking up where you left off with flowers or plant life or landscaping as a career, and make sure that you take a look at, maybe what's going on there. And because we pulled flowers, I got out this other deck, Flower Therapy, and that's Doreen Virtue and Robert Reeves, because I wanted to ask, if it's flowers, then do you have an additional message from Flower Therapy that could help Virgo? So, any additional messages from Flower Therapies for Virgo, July and August 2017, with regards to career and life purpose? Any other messages you have for them to clarify this flower card? Give us a little bit more information on where to go. And you can see I'm just going through them, and here we go. It says simplify your life, Daisy. It's the daisy flower, and the text on it says you've had so much going on that you're spread too thin. Okay, this has to change now so your vitality can recharge. Okay, so excellent. This is what I was trying to get to with this flowers card. So basically, if you go ahead and walk away from something that you know is not emotionally fulfilling, and you start getting all of these new things coming your way, big ideas, lots of passionate energy coming your way, and you hit some bumps in the road, right? Because there's usually bumps in the road. I wish there wasn't, right? But there usually is some challenges, okay? It's a challenge energy, that's all. This is saying that, flowers and plant life may figure very prominently in your healing of whatever comes up that's a more negative energy. And to be more concrete, simplify your life, okay? Maybe you do have too many things going on, so that's one of your big problems, is that if you wanted to walk away from your job and your career or your business or anything up to this point for your life purpose, that everything is so complicated and pulled together that you don't even know how to begin to start undoing this. So this card right here is a big clue for you. It's saying start to simplify. If you start to simplify and use flower energy, and of course this was a daisy. I love daisies. They are very simple, actually, if you think about it. They're simple and they're just gorgeous, aren't they? They make me feel happy and peaceful. So maybe they do that for other people. Maybe that's the message there. So we have another card here from the Healing with the Angels deck, and I pulled it, and it is family harmony. Family harmony. And obviously, to me, what this is saying is, you've got these two really strong family cards, okay? This is family harmony. It's a desire that you have. And this is the 10 of Earth, which is saying that right now, as far as family goes, you've got it all. You've really got it put together. But this is also a 10, which means it's a gateway, which means it's a culmination, and you may have some new beginnings coming up. To me, this card right here is saying that family is more important to you in your decision-making process than you know, and that it's important to make sure that you heal any things that are going on with your family, any issues there are. I mean, this card, is a card saying that there's not as many issues, but this could be your home life, right? This could be your immediate family, your significant other, your partner, your life partner, your children, and things like that. This could actually be some of those members, or your sisters, brothers, mother, father. And it's important to you what they think. That's what this card is about. It's important to you that they're on board and supportive, right? If you have anybody that you're having troubles with, or maybe you've been estranged from some of your family members, this card is saying, I'm sorry. This card is saying that if you've been estranged, or you haven't been speaking to them, or anything like that, that in order for you to really move forward with these new plans, this is some healing that needs to occur, okay? This is a really important message, actually, because I feel like this reading is saying that you're at a crossroads. You're at a very important crossroads over the next couple of months for your career and life purpose. And you have the ability to resist this like we all do. If you don't like it, it scares you too much, and you say, I don't want this, quick. The angels, they're not here to force you into things. They're here to show you your options. They're here to answer your prayers. They're here to show you the energy that's going to flow the way you want to go. But you don't have to do that. You have free will. But the thing is, Virgo, if you look at this, don't allow your fears to shut this off. Don't allow your fears to derail what your heart is telling you. Don't allow your mind to overtake your heart and not give it the value it deserves. Okay? This is a sad card, you guys. This is sad. This means that whether you've got great finances coming in, or you've got a great boss, or you should love your job, or you should love your business, you don't anymore. There isn't one of these. It's not like this came up one time. This is twice. This is both rows. This is loud and clear. Your heart's not in whatever's been going on. Not in a romantic way. This is in a life purpose and career reading. You need to recognize that owning your emotional nature and what works and doesn't work for you is very powerful. If you decide to take your choices and you are courageous enough to turn around and walk away, there is something waiting. There's not emptiness waiting. There's something waiting here. It's here for you. But you have to be bold enough to grab it. You have to be bold enough to, this would be that cliched saying, live your truth. Virgo, live your truth. It's important to honor how you feel and to know that this life that you're living needs to be filled with happiness and joy and a sense of purpose. This is why we do these life purpose card readings. You need a sense of purpose. You need a sense, and career is what we spend a large part of our time doing. I mean, it's so many hours our career. And for some of us, it's tied to really who we are. So please, if you get any message from this reading at all, know that you are protected. Your angels are behind you. It's okay. It's okay to admit that you're not happy. It's okay to admit that it's time for something new. Okay? If you have a few bumps in the road, use your passion. Simplify this life out. You got a complicated life, start to get it a little bit more or less complicated so that when you make these changes, there's not so much. Okay? You've got this one part of your life really going strong. It's time for this other part of your life to balance. This part of your life is really strong. Life purpose and career is not. It's time to balance it out for you. Okay? And any family members that you have that have been estranged, that you haven't felt close to, that aren't supportive, it's very important for you to get them on board and heal the situation. One way to do that, I said this in another reading, is to ground yourself out. Use your heart chakra. Place both hands over your heart. Your heart chakra energy is green. You would close your eyes, you would take a few deep breaths, and you would imagine this green color, just a light that starts small and starts building up and building up till it's such a big orb that it starts to push out of you. When it pushes out of you, you're going to send it to those family members that you maybe need to heal some relationships with, okay? Once you put that light out and you see those family members full up, then that light is going to circle back around and come back to your heart. And then you're going to close out that meditation or visualization. It's a loving kindness exercise, and it can be very helpful sometimes, even if the other person doesn't have to be involved in that. That's something that's very good. It's a healing situation that will help them heal. It will soften any situation you have where you're able to work on it on your end for a little while before you go that direction. Okay, Virgo. I had a wonderful time doing this reading. I will be back in September for another life purpose and career reading for you. I'd love to hear any comments or any thoughts you have. And as this progresses, I'd love feedback to see what you think and how it's going. Anyway, love and light always. And until next time, thank you so much.